Hey guys, thanks for joining me tonight. We are going to attempt a repair on my Panasonic DVX200. It's a big piece of equipment, very expensive. And at one of my last fires that I was at, I broke off a plug in the zoom port right there. Show you how it works. And this is going to be good for any jack that you break off. Headphone jack, control jacks. This is a monopod. That's what I use at a fire. Remote control. Permanently hardwired wire runs up and gets connected. And you can see that the smallest of the plugs has broken off. It's this one right here. That broke off inside the camera. I'm assuming it's a very expensive repair if I have to send it out to a Panasonic authorized service center. So, to save a little bit of money, I'm going to attempt the repair here and see what happens. But I want to show you guys what to do. Now, this is half the diameter of, let's say, a headphone jack. So there's different routes I need to take here versus repairing a headphone jack, or in your iPhone the hole's a lot bigger. But there's some tricks to this, so I'm going to see if it works. So what we're going to eventually do is this whole unit here, the control box, has to get replaced because it's hardwired. So it's rendered useless because I broke the plug. So from B&H Photo and Video, I went ahead and ordered a new one. Then you're going to need some sort of real good glue. I have a pack of single-use crazy glues here. You will need some sort of straw, because what you want to do is, if we're going to use a crazy glue and we're going to go in there and grab this thing, once it sets up, we're going to pull it out. We're going to yank it out. But you don't want to get glue on the sides of the jack hole of this plug, or you're permanently damaged the unit. It's going to have to go in for repair. So most people, what they'll do for a headset jack or something a little bit bigger, they'll cut a straw and slide the straw in the hole. So essentially what that does is protect the sides of the plug hole going in. For this, since it's so tiny, the only thing that's going to work is this little piece of red straw. And I don't know if you can guess where I got that, but this is off like a WD-40 can, where you just connect the straw at the end of the nozzle to spray. That's where this came from, and I cut it to what I need. So, you can use a coffee stirrer, a regular straw. I had to find something to fit this hole. This fits it perfect. That's how small that this plug was. Then you're going to need a paper clip. I cut this one, put a little handle on it. I don't know if you can see that, maybe on my black shirt there. Okay, so this is going to go in the hole, and I'm going to show this closer up as I do it. This is going to go in the hole. I'm going to put a dab of crazy glue at the end of this paper clip, and then essentially what you do is just shove the paper clip down into the hole and touch the bottom of where the plug broke off. And I'm going to let it sit there for probably like 15-20 minutes. I don't trust what the crazy glue instructions say. Let's sit up for 30 seconds and you're done. No, I want to make sure this works. It works right the first time. So I'm going to let it set up probably 15-20 minutes, so I'll walk away, and then we'll come back and finish up the video, see what happens. If it fails the first time, I will attempt it on a second try. And then after that, it goes to the Panasonic authorized repair center if it doesn't work, because I need the controls on this camera. Let me get my glue out here. These are single-use crazy glues. the little piece of straw that I cut off, and we're going to stick it right into that hole. You can see it doesn't even go in far because of the snapped off plug is in there. But we want to protect the sides of the plug. We're going to put a dab. I put a little dab onto the cardboard so I can just get the tip with some glue on it. Now carefully, we're going to put this down the hole. So now it's all in there. I'm having my doubts on the first try. I don't think there's going to be enough glue on the tip of that little thing, the tip of the paper clip, to actually hold. A lot of it probably rubbed off on its way through the straw. This hole is very, very tiny. The paper clip barely fits into the straw. Essentially, this would work really well if it was a headphone jack, where I got a much larger opening to work with. And there'd be more surface, because instead of using a paper clip, I would use something a little bit bigger. Okay, it's been 35 minutes. And then we're going to go to plan B, C, and or D. Okay guys, plan B. We went a little bit bigger with everything. I got a coffee stirrer straw, which is a little bit wider diameter than the little straw that comes with WD-40. Then I got Loctite Super Glue Ultra Gel, so the glue's a little thicker. And I went from a small paper clip to a larger size paper clip, which is a little thicker. So with this straw, I had to use a knife and slice down the middle so I could just close it a little smaller diameter and it fit in the hole. And then that way I can get the larger diameter paper clip in there. With the Loctite glue, the gel, I did the same procedure as the first time using the crazy glue. The crazy glue was too liquidy and this paper clip is too thin. So there wasn't enough surface area there to actually glue onto the broken jack in there. Okay guys. And there we have it. I got the little sucker out of there. The thicker paper clip definitely did the job. Okay, the first try in this video, do not do. The crazy glue does not work. The small paper clip does not work. Not enough surface area. So plan number 2 worked, and it worked in like 3 minutes. You'll need a stir, cut it to the length you need, take a razor blade or knife and cut down the middle of it, which you can see it's right on here. Then I used a larger size paper clip. I used the Loctite Ultra Gel glue, which is a thicker glue, and it set up a lot faster than the gel liquid set up a lot faster than a liquid type glue. So the gel was perfect. This was perfect. Loctite Super Glue Ultra Gel Control. I dabbed it on the tip of the paper clip. I put the straw in the hole first. I stuck this down in there, gave it a good push, left it sit maybe 3 minutes, and I yanked it out, and there's my baby right on the end there that got broke off in there.